We are at the Huntsville Hamfest. It is 8:40 a.m. The show is about to start momentarily. Let's see what is going on here. Huntsville Hamfest 2024. Let's get at it. All right, the doors are open. Let's see what kind of shenanigans we can get into here. We got Armalock here. We interviewed them at the Belton Hamfest. I think this is new, this 705 one. So if you watch Tech Prepper, Gaston's around here somewhere, but he uses these. And this is the newest one they've come out with, I believe. So all the different cases for the different radios, for portable. If you want to throw your radio down a flight of stairs and have it still live, you put it in an Armalock case. Here they got a cool bag with the 817. That's what the case looks like there. With a battery on it. I think this is a 10 amp hour battery maybe. They've got a couple of the 818s, 817 variations out here. A little digi-rig in here. Moves the antenna ports forward. Really cool for man-pack portable. There's the 891. Really, really cool. So check them out. Armalock.com. Scan that QR code if you want to know more about it. And then we have our friends from Texas. Oh, ABR Industries there. How are you? Good to see you.
Good to see you. So I don't know if we had these at Dayton or not. This is our new PTEX wrap.
Yep.
Yes, I do take American Express, just in case anyone needs to know that.
Now you know.
But this is going to be the same POTA cables that we've been highlighting with you recently on your blogs. Not blogs, sorry. Whatever they're called.
Videos, vlogs.
Yes.
You can call it a blog, you can call it whatever you want. Some people call them podcasts.
Podcasts. Hey,
I don't know.
fancy technology.
I don't. That's above my pay grade, but.
So I know you've done like the orange and the yellows for me. We've started doing this red, white, and blue.
Yeah.
Very patriotic. We're American made. We're very proud of what we do here. Still comes with those ferrites. Great for POTA. Great for standing out. Great for summer holidays. So this is our new one. And then I also don't know if Chuck was showcasing these for you or not yet. But these are,
no.
Yeah, so we can do them with a various type of options. We do these ring terminals.
Okay.
Bigger cables, smaller cables. Typically they're a 4-inch split.
Okay.
And Chuck will obviously fill you in on more of that. But I had these to show off today for people who came and said hello to me.
Now, what would we use those for?
That is a great question. I know that a lot of people, when they want to hook up to like maybe, is it a bus bar? I think they want to go up from a grounding standpoint. But Chuck will fill you in on more of that. You know, he's
conveniently not here.
Hey, no, check this out. He was supposed to be here.
Oh.
And
I see.
I am Chuck today, but just without the engineering background. So I'm here to sell, I'm here to answer questions, but when it comes to the ring terminal stuff, he would definitely be able to fill you in, and you can edit that in for me later.
And for folks who need coax, but they might not know what they need, what should they do?
I would suggest, first and foremost, call us directly. 713-492-2722. You'll either get me or you'll get Chuck. Again, Chuck is our engineer, and he is great at guiding you to getting you exactly what you're looking for, because we build every single cable from scratch.
Yes, you do.
You pick it, you tell me how long you want it to be, what connectors you want, if you want it bright and colorful, or if you want the straight Type 2 jacket. But we will guide you in the right direction to make sure you build it the way you want it. You can use our cable builder, but honestly, we can put the order in for you directly. Come to us, we'll make it right the first time.
That's what I always tell people. And the chokes. You've got the chokes. That right there. Everybody asks, how do I get these chokes? You made a SKU for these now, haven't you?
Yes, we do. Yes, we do. We make them. This is our 223 version. This is going to be for the high power with that 400 Teflon. And then you got these guys too. So we got all kinds of options for chokes and for making it what you need when you need it.
All your grounding strap. And then this was new. We looked at
our little adapter kit
in Florida.
I think it was in Florida. Back in Orlando.
So if you need like all of the adapters now,
or if you want these, which is it comes with 3 cables, and I think Chuck may have shown this to you while we were in Dayton. But on this, Each of them comes with an FME female on both ends. Let me get that in both.
Yeah.
And then what you do, it comes with 7 adapters, and each adapter has an FME male on one end, and then it has an SMA male, an SMA female, a BNC male, a PL259, a mini UHF, an N male, and an N female. And then all you do is you screw it on, and you're basically converting it, as I just drop everything on the floor, you convert it to what you need it to be in that moment in time. So it's a really cool kit. I like them, and it makes
sweet.
it universal that you can do whatever you want with it. But this is awesome too. So I'm so glad that you stopped by. It looks like I'm getting busy, so I'm gonna head out.
That's what happens.
Yeah, heck yeah. You bring it to me.
Absolutely.
Awesome.
Thanks, Shannon.
See you, Mike.
We'll see you. We got some jewelry for the ladies. See? Fellas, if you're thinking of bringing your loved one by, these ladies are enjoying some nice handicrafts here. Got W2 HVH enclosures. We'll stop and say hello to him in a little bit. What else do we got going on here? We got chat radio. So before the show, I say this in every video, but I always buy my Andersons from chat radio. I spent like $87. I was out of power poles and I was freaking out. But I was like, I can make it to Huntsville. And I went, and Jim was kind enough to take my money. But so let's check it out. So they've got the real legit Anderson power poles. They're not the Chinese garbage. They're the legit ones. And they are right there. So I came over, and the cool thing is he's got the 30 amp ones, or excuse me, the 15 amp ones in the little package. You don't got to buy them with the connectors, but you can if you want. So I bought a bunch of those, and 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 a bunch of those. So I got power poles for hopefully the next couple weeks. We shall see. But chat radio in Chattanooga, Tennessee, great people. They've got everything, all the radios you need, all the connectors you need, crimpers, more crimpers, CW keys, geochrons, battery boxes, you name it.
There he is.
All kinds of stuff here. So go check out chat radio for all of your radio needs. What else we got here? Ham threads by Mainly Applique. You get your call sign t-shirts, get your orange bike race vests there. You know, let the kids know where the cyclists are at. What do we got over here? We're across from ABR now. I missed this. Prepcom. I think that's a little keyboard that does CW for you. Josh was telling me about that. Maybe we'll talk to them in a bit. And you can get a leaf guard here if you need. Are you going to tell us a good word about leaf guards? Stay away from leaves. As you walk in the main door here, you're presented with the ICOM booth that we've seen a million times, but you got the 7610. Josh is live streaming.
Yeah, that's pretty slick. And the little dongle tether you got there,
There we
too?
go. Now that we got the color going, just
Show
show
this
you
off,
the band
too.
scope.
So this is cool. You can play with all the ICOM radios here. Anything you want, they've got them all from the 705 to the 7610. I didn't see a 7851 out here. I wonder why. I wonder why that is. Maybe they're planning on upgrading that soon. But all the HTs, we just did an interview with Ray on the new ID52 Plus HT. That's pretty cool. And we've got the ARRL over here. I gave them my money earlier, so now I usually renew in Florida, but I forgot, and then I was going to renew in Dayton, and the line was too long, so I didn't, so I just renewed this morning. We got ham radio outlet. The nice booth here. Operators are standing by to take your money. Say hi, kids.
Hi, kids.
They're not too excited this morning yet. They need some coffee. What else do we got here? We got whatever a phase dock is. Maybe we'll learn about that later. What is a phase dock?
Phase dock
It looks like that.
Well, that's one of them. It makes it easy for you to mount, manage, organize, and protect your electronics.
Oh,
For
okay.
example, once you put your electronics onto an adapter like this,
Uh-huh.
you can snap it into the base anywhere you want. You can say, oh, I don't want to use that one. I want to use this one.
Uh-huh.
Build your project.
That's kind of neat.
You can hang it
So it's like a
on
breadboard for
It's
breadboards.
a breadboard for breadboards.
That's pretty slick.
Put a cover on it. Keep
Oh, look at that.
fingers out. And then ultimately, if you want to transport your small electronics,
Uh-huh.
nice tackle box,
Oh, that's slick.
snap this on, put the cover on, and you can throw the entire shebang into your backpack.
Yeah.
Take it with you. So
Huh.
if you are interested in going places with your project to show it off,
Yeah.
take it to school, or to put your project into use, you can do that.
Yeah, that is really cool. And where can people find you?
They can find us at phasedoc.com, PHASEDOCK.com.
There you are. Cool. Well, thanks for sharing. Now we know what a phase dock is. So you guys didn't know that, did you?
Oh,
Look at this guy. We got 12-volt power here. And Comet. So if you guys don't know, 12-volt power, that's Kevin. He's the man in charge. He's the guy you want to talk to, or any of the other fine staff. But they bought over Comet like distribution in the US. So when you think Comet, because I love my Comet CA 2x4, 12-volt power, Comet, same people. Mick has retired from Comet, and these guys are taking over. They're awesome. We met them at Dayton. Mick introduced me, and everything is good. And this antenna right here, the CA 2x4, is what I use on my car. And it's awesome. They got all kinds of antennas. And this isn't even all of them. They've got HT antennas, they got mobile antennas, NMOs, PL259s, they got mounts, you name it. They also do the Daiwa meters. We interviewed, what's the gentleman from Daiwa? It was their 45th anniversary at Dayton. So he showed us all about these Daiwa meters. Really, really nice meters. So they've got all kinds of stuff. The other thing, I got a lot of people ask me about like window pass-through things. So if you can't get your coax outside, but you've got a window you can open, this little flat ribbon here, you open your window, you shove it in there, done and done. That's the CTC 50M jumper cable. So check that out. And then from Comet, we go over to Elecraft, and we'll just, should we steal one now or should we steal one later? Let's steal that one. That's the new K4 with the beautiful display. And that is the smaller version. I don't know what that is. K4 Remote is what they're calling that.
Sam the third.
And here's everybody drooling over Elecraft. They should put some drool buckets out, keep the carpet dry. Look at that. KPA 1500 power amplifier, KPA 500 power amplifier, KX3 buttons, KX2 buttons. Oh, there's the KH1. I'm always amazed by how small the Elecraft. God, that thing doesn't weigh anything either.
No battery on that one.
But still, I mean, what's the battery?
There you go.
Look at that. See, now where's my drill bucket?
And the battery lives inside.
It lives inside, yeah.
It does.
That's great.
Here.
Let's do it. We'll do it live. No pressure at all.
No pressure.
You only designed it. And that's it. So now, oh my God, it weighs forever.
Yeah.
No, it's
25
nothing.
pounds now.
It's so what's the total weight of this thing with the battery in it?
It's just over 1 pound.
That doesn't even feel like a pound. That's so cool. Are we ever going to see a sideband version of this? For dummies like me who may or may not ever learn the code? It's like, a sideband HF
So it does
HT.
receive-
Leave in the comments, Elecraft, please make a single sideband HT like the KH1. And email Scott about it
Right.
and blow up his email that you want to buy and give him more money after you buy the KH1, of course.
Of course.
Yes.
I have a starter.
And the KX2 and the KX3. But yeah, how freaking cool is the Elecraft booth here at Huntsville Hamfest? All right, let's keep trucking. Hang on a second. We looked at the KX3 buttons, the KX2 buttons. I didn't even see these. They made a little KH1 button.
Well, the radio's
Does
little.
Thomas Witherspoon have one of these?
I have not seen him to verify.
All right, I'm going to take one of these and send it to him. Thomas, that one is for you. All right, who do we got? N3ZN keys. Look at, we always marvel at N3ZN keys. I always say I love these keys. One of these days, when I actually learn the code, an N3ZN key is the one I am going to buy. Specifically, see here. Well, can we get a live demo?
This one?
Yeah, I don't care whichever one for the CW guys in the audience. No clue what he said, but how smooth is that action? It's beautiful, right?
Like ice.
Yeah, they really are.
Smooth like ice.
They really are. They're fantastic. I drool every time, and I think it's this little guy. Every single show we've been at for the last 2 years, I highlight that one. $295, 305 with the magnet. That's the ZN Lite. And if and when I actually learn CW, that's the key I'm going to buy for portable. And there's Tony. Say hi, Tony. Hey, how you doing? Good, how are you? Good to see you. I'm just drooling over your keys again. I'm sorry?
Last year.
Well, Florida, Dayton, and now here. And here's the company that I have destroyed my relationship with, Radioddity, for telling the truth about Zygu radios. But there they are. TL will be with them later. We wish them all the best. It's not their fault. And here's the CW club that I have a lifetime membership with, and I've never been to one lesson. I know. There's probably 18 million sessions going on right now. One of these days. One of these days.
138 classes a week.
How many?
138 classes a week.
138 classes a week, and I can't find one to go to. Or I'm just procrastinating.
We know you're coming.
I'm coming.
No rush.
I'm there. That's why I have a lifetime membership. So when I'm ready,
That's right.
I'll be there.
We'll be there.
And then I'll go to N3ZN and buy a key. Let's see, who else do we have here? Maestrant. You got your safety equipment here, so you don't, die when you're climbing a tower. Fancy ropes and cables, and I don't know anything about this, but if you're in this here's like a big nipple ring, I think is what that is. But yeah, they got all this stuff, so they got a good name in the don't die. And then there's Vern 6. Oh boy! All right, we're gonna cut the camera now. And here's a good Texas company, Flex Radio. They're somewhere by me. I think they're a few hours west. Yeah, they're in San Antonio. I can't remember. There's the is that the tuner? Yep, the Tuner Genius. I think Gigaparts is selling all this Genius stuff now. So I don't have any Flex Radio affiliate links for you, but we can sit here and look at them. I think they got the new one. That is the new one, I think, the 8600. So there it is. Look at that. I'm touching it and you're not. But I don't know anything about it. But they're beautiful, beautiful radios. Definitely the nicest screens and resolution and waterfall of like any of the radios out there. Like the Elecrafts are really nice, but every time I look at a screen on a Flex, it's like that's it. You can't really do any better than that. So I derailed his interview, and that was really fun. But these guys are called Rocket Machine Works, and I was looking at that right there, and I was like, that looks like an Ernie Ball volume pedal. Turns out it's actually a wah-wah pedal for guitar. So we might go talk with them in a minute, but they've got some little antenna connector things there that are machined, and a wah-wah pedal and something else. But they're really cool people, so there they are. We got RT Systems here for all your programming needs. Silent Key or Straight Key Century Club, which we know my feelings on CW, and I'll get to there at some point. M&L Radio, selling some Redivis stuff. Got the Ilunt stuff that they wanted to send me. But I think they need to do a better job with their firmware before I do another review of that radio. But I do like it. What do we have here? We got some clothing manufacturers. So there's your embroidery. Look at all these people. You want a hat with your call sign on it? This is where you come and get it. The Huntsville Hamfest, caps, shirts, jackets, name badges, you name it. And then you can get a hat that looks like that. So there you go. Over here we've got Ham Source. This is where our friend Kevin from BioNO usually is, but I don't see him here. But if you want one of these fantastic BioNO products, you can come to Huntsville Hamfest to the Ham Source booth and get whatever BioNO product you have, or you want rather. Or all kinds of other fabulous prizes. Cables, connectors, Anderson stuff, you name it. Crimpers, distribution, they got it all. And this guy hangs out here too. And then as we come past the Ham Source booth, we've got our friends at Tar Heel Designs. We got to speak with, I can't remember his name, I think it's Robert. That's him right there, the bald guy. And look at these beautiful, beautiful screwdriver antennas from Tar Heel Designs. Look at all that. They're beautiful. And look, he shaved for the show. But this thing's sweet. So like if you live in an HOA or something and you don't have room for an antenna, you throw this guy in your attic, and you got 2 screwdrivers as a dipole. How frickin' sweet is that? It's beautiful. Here's our friends at Shack in a Box. We got to talk with James earlier this year at, where did we talk to him? Florida and Dayton? I don't know. But this is probably my favorite, the 705 Shack in a Box. But they've got battery boxes. So like that guy right there's got, I think they've got a 60 amp hour battery in there with a Genasun charge controller that actually goes to 14.6 volts. Unlike all the other Genasuns. I just bought 2 Genasuns, they go to 14.2. So somehow they've got the in with Genasun to get all of the voltage into the battery. And then here's the big box. How are you? Look at that guy. I haven't seen this. You haven't brought this guy to the show. What is this?
This is an air traffic control tower in a box.
Do what?
Yes. So during emergencies.
An air traffic control
tower.
Tower.
This is the prototype.
In a box.
Yes.
That's right. Jim was telling me about this at Dayton, or maybe when he was in Houston, he was talking about this.
Airband radio, and it's picking up.
Okay, so it's coming to fruition.
Through this antenna up here.
Okay, the disc cone. Okay.
So he's picking up a few airplanes, but during emergencies, things are wiped out. Your tower's down, forest fires. They can use this.
If you're an FAA licensed individual.
Yes.
What kind of radio is that? ICOM, of course.
Airbands.
Nice.
Airbands.
So what's
This is the prototype.
What's inside? Proprietary information, but like battery and stuff, you know.
Ask the guy that built it.
And who's conveniently not here. Oh, that's right. Yeah, he told me that this morning. I ran into him at breakfast. Yeah. Cool.
This is for when before the towers are up and running again, or forest fires, and they need to find out where the airplanes are, so they can get the helicopters in.
That's great. Very cool. I don't know how I missed this row, but here's Diamond Antennas, makers of really great antennas. I haven't used a lot of them, but the Diamond K400 mount is like the best mount in the world. Look at this. They got one of these little guys. That goes up and down. Tune your antenna. That's kind of like MFJ's got a version of that I've reviewed. Lots of different HT antennas here. They have some sweets here for your sweet tooth. As far as trunk mounts though, like Diamond is where it's at, 100%. The K400 that also comes in NMO, 3/4 28, or SO239. That's like the best trunk mount antenna on the market. They've also got this. Mike KG2 had this for his ATOS. This is the one, this is motorized, so this goes up and down. So if you got to get your antenna in the garage, this goes up and down and it'll collapse your antenna. So there you go. And then they've got their own screwdriver antenna, kind of like the Tar Heel, goes up and down. And then these are different HF antennas that they have. So you got the HF6CL. Oh, you're fine, it don't matter. That does all that stuff. Is that just a 6 meter? 50 to 54, okay. So yeah, that's just a 10 meter antenna. Cool, 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 cool. And then we have our friends at TN07. Say hi, Bob. Say what? My new look. What, fatter? I'll be back. I'm just doing a quick run around. I don't know what the hell you're talking about, but let me film my thing and then you can interrupt my video in a minute. What have I done to what? Look, he's confused. He's confused.
He's alive and here in Huntsville.
Yes.
Again.
Yes. And I would have seen you in Dayton, but you never go to Dayton.
I know, but will you show up again in Florida?
Of course I will.
For both of us?
Well, I would just show up for you, but if I can do it for myself too, I'm happy to. There's TN07 Engineering. That's what you get. They make hella good antennas, which is this thing here, the My Go-To. That video's got lots of views. And we'll let Bob tell you about it, but that's it. So TN07's here. Hell of a guy. He's always a good guy to sit down and have a chat with. So we'll chat with him later. And there's Ron. I'm doing good. We're going to go see Yaesu right there. Yaesu, the radio. When I see the Yaesu, the radio thing, it always reminds me of Spaceballs, because it's like Spaceballs, the toilet paper. Spaceballs, the flamethrower. Spaceballs, the radio. And there's Roger. Roger is the one that told me the secret to the Yaesu ATOS tuning and when it gets stuck. Dispelling that myth of grounding and all that garbage. There's all their HTs. Why they got these behind plastic? There's the FTM 500 and the FTM 300. And then some other radios over there. Oh, the 200 maybe. Yep. And then we've got the Mama Chapina, the FTDX 101 MP. If you guys want to play with the Yaesu radios, you just come to the Huntsville Hamfest and you can put your hands on an FTDX10 and tune the knobs and see the external display and push the things and push the buttons and key up when there's no antenna and break the radio and do all the stuff. You want to see how it works? It's just like that. Done and done. Noise blanker, DNR, all that stuff. Here's the FT710. You want to touch that? That's the AE with the little speaker there. The 991A still running wild. And then we have everyone's favorite mobile combination, the 891 and the ATOS. And you just go here, let's get out of there, push the tuner, and the antenna goes up. You get on the air, you work the DX, and then you come down here, you reach your hand in this bowl and you grab yourself some candy, and you may even get yourself a Yaesu hat. Just like that at the Huntsville Hamfest. That's how you roll. So that's it. That's the Huntsville Hamfest 2024. Maybe I'll go through the flea market. I already haven't spent some money, but I don't know. Maybe I'll go through there and show you guys, but probably not. I think this was fun doing it this style. So subscribe, leave some comments, leave some hate mail. I don't care. Thanks for watching the Ham Radio Tube. My name is Mike, K8MRD 73.